It's us again.
Not them girls.
And today we're going to be doing Disneyland deaths, basically. Our cute little mouseies on, ready for our trip to Disneyland.
Yeah, we go in September, and even we could even see if any of the conspiracy or scary stories are like true, see if we get any.
Defo. We'll 100% be vlogging.
Well, yeah.
Well, vlogging.
Like a proper video, because obviously we'll be enjoying ourselves, won't we? So.
Yeah. Well, I managed to do one last time I went.
Yeah.
So it should be alright. But anyway, so we are reading from the BuzzFeed article, so we'll link it in the description below. And yeah, we're just going to take it in turns to read you some of the weird Disney park conspiracy theories, if you want to start.
You want me to start, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Somebody got
Decapitated.
I can't say that word, dude. I can't say that word.
Decapitated.
You'll have to go first.
Someone got decapitated on the Disney World Space Mountain ride. And basically, legend has it that a man stood up on the coaster and got his head cut off. Though it has been debunked, if I said that right, a man did stand up on Disneyland's Matterhorn in 1964, hitting his head, which resulted in death. No idea why you'd stand up on a ride, that's just ridiculous.
No, probably trying to show off one of his mates.
And I don't know how he did, because when we went to Space Mountain, you have them things over here.
That's why they probably got that now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, true.
Because this was quite a while ago, 19 something on it.
Yeah.
Not as much safety stuff as well, but his head didn't fall off, he just hit it so hard that he actually died. Number 2 is the spirit of a little boy in the Haunted Mansion, and this one's in Orlando, Disney. And it just says that the cast members, some have reported that they've heard a little boy talking, saying, mimicking the hurry pack lady after the ride shuts down at night.
Apparently the reason why this little boy haunts the Haunted Mansion ride is because people will have been putting ashes in there from people that have died, like their relatives and stuff like that. But, like, if I died, yeah, sprinkle my ashes at Disneyland, but I wouldn't want them sprinkled in bloody Haunted Mansion. I'd want them sprinkled in Castle.
But they'd just go everywhere, wouldn't it? Be like...
But they're just going to get hoovered up anyway when...
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite sad. Anyway, the third one. The characters on Disneyland and Disney World, It's a Small World ride, comes to life when unplugged. Cast members often swear that they see the dolls blink or appear in different places than the day before. Now I love this ride. Yeah, the stupid clock that you hear ticking, no matter where you are in park, really fucks me off sometimes. But I love that ride because Layla likes it and it just gets stuck in your head all bastard day, to be honest.
I think that song's creepy though, mate.
It's a small world, I love it.
I don't know, there was something about it when we went to Disneyland with, you know...
You can just hear that clock going...
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Yeah, it is. No matter where you I swear to God I can hear it in the fucking hotel.
Number 4 is that Walt Disney still haunts his firehouse apartment on the main street at Disneyland. They say an employee was cleaning the apartment out shortly after Disney died, and the lamp in the window kept turning on by itself. Now the park keep the lamp on as a tribute to Disney. People swear they normally see curtains moving in the windows as well.
Yeah, I heard like they turn the light off and then they come back and the light would
just
be
turned on. So now they've just left it on permanently, like they think that he wants to keep it on.
Number 5, people constantly trying to dump the ashes of their loved ones on Disney property. That's what I was talking about. It's supposedly become a problem over the years that the employees have been trained on how to handle a guest when they think the remains are being scattered around Disney. No way.
Number 6, the ghost of a former employee who worked there haunts the ground still. Basically, he had a heart attack while he was working there, and he died in the building. So they say his spirits haunts the ride. Platform D is supposedly the spooky spot that the employees don't want to go because they say that's where it's haunted.
Yeah, that's the Hollywood Tower ride.
Yeah, Hollywood Tower, sorry for to say that.
Yeah. So yeah, he died on that, and nobody will, like, they have to clean the levels on their own on the night and stuff to make sure everything's switched off on their own. Like, fuck that. With all that creepy music, I remember when we went and we were waiting to load on the ride and you can hear that voice going, "Mummy, where are you?" And it's like, what?
But he had the heart attack while he was loading passengers on.
Yeah.
Like, imagine actually getting on the ride and then seeing someone dying from it.
But that is my favourite ride, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I love that ride. I love that ride too.
This seance, have I said that right? Seance. Seance. The Seance book in the Disney World's Haunted Mansion was originally a real 14th century book of witchcraft. So yeah, apparently that book's an actual witchcraft book, and I heard that the employees, like, when at the end at night, the book could be on the floor and stuff like that, and it'd never stay in the same place, so in the end apparently they replaced it, but I don't know why they get a bloody witchcraft book, because that's just ridiculous and you're asking for it.
Well, yeah.
All that money Disneyland have, they could get a really good replica. But yeah, apparently it was causing them loads of problems, and they apparently got rid of it, but some employees still swear today that it's the same. I swear they had a really crazy. That was weird.
So where is the original now?
Exactly.
Anyway, next one is number 8, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Apparently there's a spirit called George who haunts that. The story is basically that somebody's sister's roommate did the college programme, and she said that they didn't say good morning George and good night George at the beginning and the end of the day. The ride was shut down and they'd have problems with it all day. So basically if the staff didn't say, oh, morning George and then night George, that he'd mess about with the ride because they'd not be respectful
coincidence.
with him.
Number 9, a teen drowned trying to swim from Tom Sawyer Island back in the main Disneyland park. So basically the two brothers snuck out, they swam to the island, then they got bored, swam back, and one of the brothers drowned apparently. But I was watching Lois video the other day, and she was saying that the Tom Sawyer's Island hadn't been running for ages, you know, that boat that takes you there. They hadn't been running for ages, so she doesn't know like whether it's true or not, but it is like a weird one to think about. Apparently they found the body floating in the river the next day, but I don't know if that was just a rumour or real, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, because as we say, we're just reading this off BuzzFeed. We're not saying any of these are true or whatever. Number 10, a ghost used to haunt the People Mover in Orlando, which would cause the ride to shut down all the time. Basically, a young child died on the ride by jumping from car to car, which I don't know why he'd do that. And they swear his spirit haunted the stockroom and he'd open the emergency exit doors on the track that were locked. And that's quote there is from a former cast member employee as well.
That's weird. Number 11, a cast member was crushed between the walls of Disneyland's America Sings ride. I've heard this one before actually on Shane's video, like last year. Basically, this was one of the most tragic events in Disney Park history. After the incident in 1974, the ride was rebranded to Carousel of Progress and eventually shut down altogether. So basically what it was, after the show, oh, well, shit. In between the show, the walls would move, like to show the next scene, and sorry, my septum's itchy. And she got stuck in between the walls and basically got crushed to death, which is really weird.
This is not all fun and games, guys. Number 12. Disneyland has a strange ghost who can sometimes be seen running along the monorail track, and basically the story is, it says, while the ghost story may not be true, but it could be true, a man did die after sneaking into the park and he was climbing up the monorail part and he was spotted. So then he tried to bolt it and just run off, but then he got hit by the actual monorail and died.
Yeah, I've heard that his body got dragged like so far from it.
Yeah, I heard that as well, but I don't have the details on that.
Someone hanged themselves on It's a Small World at Disneyland. This is generally assumed to be untrue. While passengers were being evacuated for safety concerns, one lady took pictures. One image showed to be hanging from a ceiling above the ride, but many think it's a prop. Take a look yourself here. Oh, so
we're just going to insert the picture right here now so you can see that. Number 14. The spirit of a man haunts Disneyland Space Mountain and sometimes people see him falling off the ride. So the story behind this one is that Mr. Wedway, I think I'm saying it right, died while helping build the ride and never got to see it finish. Sometimes they say he'll ride next to you. When I worked at Disney, we'd have guests screaming that there was a guy next to him on the ride who was there but fell out, and that's from a former cast member as well.
That's weird.
If I saw that, I'd be so scared. Like, because you wouldn't know it, you think it were real, wouldn't you? Like,
yeah, definitely. Number 15, a man died of a heart attack while riding Disney World's Haunted Mansion because it was too terrifying. Okay, this ended up being untrue. People speculated this was the reason for the delayed opening of the ride, but the unfortunate true reason was Walt Disney's death in 1966. Like, that Haunted Mansion ride is actually pretty scary. The effects are so real. When I went to Disneyland in January, right, that ride, I were on it and it broke down 3 times. That was 3 fingers. 3 times while I were on the ride, and I swear down, right, it broke down at the scariest parts. It was
while you was on it?
Yeah, while I were on it, man. Like, literally, this is what I were on about, like, when I got back. So we were on it, and Layla had fallen asleep. The first bit it stopped by was when all the ghosts are dancing in the ballroom, and there's them creepy ass doll things on the chandelier staring right at you. I was like, oh hell no. And then the second time it was in front of the seance book, and that floating head. And then the third time it was when you're near the way out in the graveyard where there's all them ghosts. It was terrifying.
Number 15 is that there's an abandoned water park at Disney World, and allegedly...
Number 16.
Oh, what did I say?
15.
Oh, I meant 16, sorry. Allegedly music still plays over the speakers. I've seen this in, I think it was in Shane Dawson's video, that apparently there's a whole another water park, but it got shut down because they didn't finish it or whatever. But anyway, underneath it says that it was called River Country and was open from the 70s until 2001. People who have documented their explorations of the park in recent years have been dealt with heavy repercussions from the Disney company. So anyone who's gone to go there and tried to look at, they've ended up getting in trouble from the Disney company.
Number 17. Walt Disney was suspected to use Club 33 for Freemason or, Illuminati meetings. Many people thought Walt Disney was a member of the Freemasons, a group that in many conspiracy theories is believed to be run by the Illuminati, in an attempt to establish the New World Order. Creepy. Well, that was the end of that. Like, we don't mean to disrespect any families or anybody that obviously were involved in this stuff. We're just genuinely interested in it all, and
we are not stating any of this is true either.
Yeah, so don't kill us.
Yeah, Illuminati. So come for us. Basically, that's the 17 top scary things that has happened at Disneyland, and if we go and we see anything spooky, we'll document it.
Yeah, definitely.
It just goes to show no matter where you are, there's always been terrible accidents.
Yeah.
And to always just look out and be safe.
Well, anyway, I hope you liked this video. Subscribe, comment, don't put anything mean.
If anything scary has happened to you while you've been at Disneyland, or any Disney film conspiracy theories you've got, put your ideas down below if you want to see us do a video on any certain things.
Yeah, definitely comment these scary Disney stories because I like to get scared.
Yeah, I do.
So we'll see you all later, guys.
Thanks for watching.